Hi, today from Dubai. Today I'll tell you about my newly constructed philosophy of significance. And keep in mind, this is just a sketch of my thoughts about it, and I will invite you to comment on that and develop that philosophy with me. I came upon this philosophy, this logical construction based on the comments that I received under one of my short videos. And the video was about how billionaires don't spend their money in comparison to poor people that are focused on spending their money, and like the attitude, differences in attitude towards money between the rich people and the poor people. And I was giving as an example a billionaire, a British billionaire, Peter Hargreaves, that he lives a relatively humble life and and drives an old car and doesn't spend money like crazy, doesn't satisfy, let's say, the stereotype of a rich man for many people as far as his spending habits are concerned, at least. And I got many comments to that, and some of the comments made me think twice. And the one comment that was pretty repetitive was that why isn't he spending his money? Why it doesn't make sense? Why is he going to take it into his grave? Or what does he need that money for, right? And this shows this difference between this great, let's say, people that are focused on significance and the little man, the average man, right? The average man is interested on what's in there for me in life, and this the great man, the man that is focused on significance, is focused on what he can leave behind. So, in case of Peter, he will leave behind a company that employs thousands of people, gives them good paid jobs, and gives affluent life, decent life for them and for their families. And this company serves millions of people. And after he dies, he will leave behind a company that serves millions of people, and his customers will still enjoy the products and the services of his company. So this is the thing that he is focused on. The great man thinks what he will leave behind. The little man thinks what is there for me in my life, or what can he take with him, right? So the one wants to take something with him, and the other one wants to leave something for the others. And this implies, of course, the short-term and long-term thinking. If you think in terms of what's your legacy, of course, this implies a long-term thinking, very long-term thinking. Behind your death, if you think about what can I take with me, what can I use up in my life, of course, this implies a short-term thinking, right? And there were also comments like, the money is there to spend, or the time, you should use your time because you live once, and stuff like that. So if you have this approach, you of course are focused automatically on short-term thinking, and this doesn't allow you to do great big things, because you have a high time preference, meaning you want to take the rewards immediately instead of putting them for later, putting them away for later, versus the great people, the great man that has the low time preference. And when you know about marshmallow tests, this kind of stuff, of course, this has implications also on your wealth. So being focused on your life, on what you can take out of your life instead of what you can leave behind, means automatically high time preference, and means automatically that you are not able to amass wealth. So usually the little man is the poor man, and only the great man focused on significance is able to create great wealth or to acquire great wealth. And also there are some implications on ethics, right? Because if you think on what's in there for me, how can I use that for me? How can I take profit? How can I profit from the money that I gather, right? Or that I earn? How can I spend the money to most advantage? This is a very egoistic approach, right? Versus when you think about what can I leave behind? What can I leave for others? Because if you think what can I leave behind means what can I leave for the society, maybe for my family, for my offspring, for my society, for my nation, whatever. This is more of an altruistic approach. So there are some ethical consequences in that. I'm not going into that because I don't want to value which approach is better. People can live lives as they wish, but I want just to put it together, the philosophy of greatness, of significance, versus the philosophy, the way of thinking, the attitude of the little man, right? And I don't want to value that. I mean, you can have the goal to live a comfortable life, or to work as little as possible, or to sleep as much as possible, or to enjoy your life as much as possible. There is nothing wrong about that. I'm talking about the two different approaches and the implications of these approaches. And then there is one more very significant difference between these two approaches. Namely, if you think about leaving something behind, this automatically implies focus on building something, on creation. Versus when you think about, using up everything before you die, right? This means focus on consumption. Then when you are focused on consumption, of course, you automatically can't build anything sustainable, of, let's say, sustainable value that would survive you, right? That would live longer than you, because you would consider it as a waste. This is exactly what people think about Peter, right? Why isn't he spending his money? Why is he gonna take this wealth into his grave? No, he built a great company, and this is his wealth, right? So he doesn't want to sell the shares and then, spend all that money. He just wants this company to survive him and to serve the society long after his death. So these are the differences. This is the first sketch of that philosophy, and I invite you to leave in comments your ideas about that philosophy. Let's develop that philosophy further. And I have this hunch that this is a very logically consistent philosophy of greatness, let's say, or of significance that can be codified. And this is, so to say, the first sketch of that philosophy. Let's do it together. That's it from Dubai. I wish you a fantastic day today. If you like this video, give me a thumb up. If not, of course, thumb down. Subscribe if you haven't. I talk here a lot about big things, about doing great things in life and business. I talk here about the best entrepreneurs of our time, about self-made billionaires. So if you like this video, you will certainly like my other videos. I invite you to watch them. That's it for today. I wish you a fantastic day. Let's do something extraordinary today.